Boston has always been a city where the past and present flow seamlessly together, and my recent trip showed me exactly why it's such a captivating place to explore. From cruising along the Charles River to spotting iconic landmarks and hidden gems, every turn revealed a new story. My journey began aboard one of Boston's famous dock tours, where the vehicle effortlessly transitioned from road to river, floating under bridges with the sun glinting off the Charles. I had the perfect view of the city skyline. The Prudential Tower and John Hancock Building stood proudly in the distance, reminders of Boston's modern edge. The calm water contrasted beautifully with the lively energy of the city just beyond its banks. As we rolled through Cambridge, I caught sight of Holt International Business School, a sleek and modern building nestled among greenery. Outside, something unexpected stood tall, a segment of the Berlin Wall. Seeing this powerful piece of history here in Boston was a reminder of the city's global connections and its role as a hub of education and international exchange. Boston isn't only about colonial charm, it's also a canvas for creativity. Driving beneath the massive Zakim Bridge, I was struck by the vibrant graffiti art covering the pillars and skate park structures. Locals zipped by on skateboards, bikers weaved through, and the whole area buzzed with energy. It was raw, colorful, and alive, an edgy counterpart to Boston's refined museums and historic landmarks. The Zakim Bridge itself is a sight to behold, soaring gracefully into the sky with its modern cable-stayed design. Passing under its sweeping arches while trains rattled along nearby tracks gave me a sense of Boston's constant movement, always reinventing itself while still grounded in its roots. No Boston trip would be complete without soaking in the skyline from the water. As our boat floated back into the Charles, I leaned over the side to take in the glistening waves, the gentle wake behind us, and the skyline shimmering in the afternoon light. From this angle, Boston felt both grand and intimate, historic yet forward looking. Boston truly is a city of contrasts, revolutionary history alongside world class universities, old cobblestone streets just a short walk from sleek glass towers, and high art sharing space with bold street murals. My trip reminded me why this city is more than just a destination. It's a story still being written. Our first big moment came when the guide pointed toward Boston Common. From the vehicle, I could see the green stretching wide and in the middle, the striking bronze of the embrace. Even from the road, the sculpture seemed alive. We rolled past King's Chapel and its adjoining burying ground. Through the window, I caught sight of the worn gravestones, slanted and weathered by centuries. I thought about the early settlers resting there, Governor John Winthrop, and even Mayflower passengers. The car never stopped, but my imagination filled in the silence between the headstones. Not far off, another cemetery came into view, the Granary Burying Ground, where names like Paul Revere, Samuel Adams, and John Hancock lie etched into stone. To see it while moving reminded me how much of Boston's story you can witness simply by passing through. It feels like the past lines every street. As we drove into Back Bay, the city changed its tone. Brownstone homes stood proudly while glass towers sparkled behind them. My eyes caught the campus of New Law Boston, Suffolk Law School, the symbol of Boston's intellectual pulse, bridging old tradition with new ambition. Even from the road, the area felt polished, scholarly, and buzzing with young energy. The ride wound toward the Zakin Bridge, its cables stretching high above us, catching the golden sunset. Underneath, the graffiti splashed skate park came into view. Murals, skaters, bikers, a splash of rebellious artistry beneath a giant of modern engineering. It was like Boston saying, "We honor the past, but we are alive with the present too." We ended the journey, floating onto the Charles River itself, the city skyline coming into full view from the water. The Prudential Tower and John Hancock Building gleamed, while the rippling waves carried us toward the horizon. Boston, seen from behind windows and bridges, felt like a city on the move, history rushing past, art blooming on the highways, and innovation gleaming in glass. I didn't walk the cobblestones today, but driving through I realized Boston doesn't need you to slow down to tell its story. It shouts it from statues, rooftops, and riverbanks, and whispers it from cemeteries and chapels that slip quietly past the window.